I don't know if you saw, but you broke the 2024 Merrie Monarch Instagram page.
Sorry.
They turned off the comment sections because of I wouldn't say specifically you, but some other hulas as well. You know that was like very popular by the people, and then like even Miss Aloha hulas, like they said this one should have won. There's always those things,
Yeah.
and it's different now because social media is so relevant now. Back in the days, if they had issues with some of the hulas or how the judges decided, it was like, hey, yeah, that other hula should have won. It's just like you're talking, you're gossiping. I see this. I think the best way in my mind to explain that what you're talking about to like I don't know a regular local boy like
Mm.
me is UFC. How when we watch UFC, we want to see the spinning kicks, we want to see the knockouts, we want to see the cool elbows. We want to see stand up fighting. Then you get the everyday wrestler, super boring. Take them down, hold them down for 5 minutes. Rounds over, they get 1 point. For that round, and you see that over and over, and it's the most boring fight. And you just want them to stand up and do something new, something exciting. And then the fight ends. The judges give it to the boring wrestler guy who was just holding the guy down the whole entire fight. And everybody's mad at the judge. Everybody's like, mad at the fighter because it's like, yeah, you won, but that was so boring.
You know,
And
I um um when we call Merrie Monarch, the first thing the halal does, and then make them do that, is you send a letter of thanks to Mahalo the judges and to Mahalo Auntie Luf and Merrie Monarch for the opportunity to go to Merrie Monarch. I said, the critique is the critique. And what you're getting from the judges, yeah. He said, I said, um, is the judge's perspective on what they see. And I said, you go look at your video. I said, that video that you're looking at, yeah, has been tailored. They said, what you mean? Yeah, those people sit in the front while you practice, taking notes and when to switch the camera and all these other kind of things that's going on like that. You best go watch yourself real closely. Yeah, because you know what the guy when they see you make a mistake, switch the camera A or switch the camera. They try to hide as many of that to keep it at that level. I said, but go watch your performance. Now, what do you think? When you get past the glamour of feeling good about yourself, now if you want to be uh, a dancer, yeah, you want to be a dancer. That's what that's what you want to be. Go critique yourself. It will tell me what kind. Now, what do you say about what the judges saw? And some of them, Goalies, I think the judges were very generous. I said, yeah. I said, you don't need somebody to tell you how shitty you are. And you don't need to tell somebody how good you are. You know, when you leave that floor, if you solid, it doesn't make a difference. When you're not solid, it don't make that much difference either. But if somebody recognizes, I said, he goes, well, Kunz, you're the hardest one. I said, I'm the one who taught you the dance. I'm the one to show you all the steps, at how to move and why to move that way. I said, I'm the hardest person to please. But the next academy dancer, you're the academy is the hardest person to please because you folks are schooled not in artistic expression. You guys are schooled in the science of movement and why we move like that. So the judges only know what the judges know. As far as what we do, the judges are ignorant. Let's put it straight up and forward. They know what they know based on where they come from. Yeah. And if me personally, if you're a judge and you are putting anything else other than what the score sheet say right there, well, this is the way we was taught. You so far off base. This is not you. It's not based on you. It's based on this performance is based on me. Now judge me according to me, not judge me according to you
or the past or any other agendas.
Yeah. See, this is not about you. This is about me. You're an extra set of eyes and an extra set of ears for things that I might have missed along the way too. When I judge, I say, this has nothing to do with me. I'm just here to help. I'm here to serve you. I'm your servant. And I'm not You don't give me this title of judge and then I become mo'i. Fuck, this it has nothing to do with me. This is all about you. I said, but anybody else who says this and this, uh, I'd be more than happy. I tell you what, put it on the floor. Let's rock and roll.
Yeah, it's cool to hear the judging and the halal side of it because I speak from a more ignorant place of just the general audience.
I'm running for the president of ignorance.
No, but I think I just want to bring this up because I want people to know that, the general audience, my perspective, people not super into hula, we're coming from a place of like, we want entertainment. Just like the UFC fight, we want to see knockouts. It's more exciting than grappling and wrestling. So, but then when you're in it, when you are, you're a Kumu hula, you're a Haumana, you're from a halal, you see the intricacies of it. You see, just like if you grapple, you do jujitsu, you're like, to us, ugh, that's so boring when they're just rolling around, grabbing each other. But for somebody who does jujitsu, they're like, wow, that's so high level. So, for the people who are in hula, they're seeing that even though it might be boring to us, the general public, they're like, wow, that is so amazing. The way he or she like had their arm at this level and held it and their chin was high, like all these little things that we don't really notice. So I think that's the difference between like the general audience and people in halal, and social media is the general audience.
Yeah, that's going back to line 12, the overall.
Yeah.
There's other stuff that like as we're discussing all of these things. What is historical, yada yada, this and that. I was gonna tell you about, don't say traditional because that's an overused and abused word. Traditional. For me, hula is the tradition. Yeah. And we're talking about what anti folks or Tutu folks did in the old days, but that's not tradition. That's nostalgia. So this is nostalgia and this is today. But we all fall in the line of hula. And it's not more or less. It's just what it is. And trying to say that this is more than this is so absurd to me. But
I think it's kind of like music. Music, we have different genres and it's always evolving, right? Overall, it's hula. Overall, it's music. But it can have old school, it could have new school. I think in general, it's still music.
It's all built, it's Hawaiian music. For me, Hawaiian music, now get plenty different kind of Hawaiian music. Hawaiian is akamai. They can hear and observe things just like everybody else. They can hear stuff from around the world. And I can recognize what people are looking at out there, what's in about, what catches the ear of. And you can see that slowly coming back. The locals is looking for the same thing, Hawaii here. They are captured and captivated by certain sounds that they can do. Most of them is because it's easy. Yeah, if it's easy and it's cool, we can rock on them. Hawaiian music was like that too. Easy. It's similar to chanting, and they kept the music right around that. They kept it simple. They kept it running. And eventually became complicated. But Hawaiian music for me is danceable. If we can dance hula to it, that's Hawaiian music. Island music and all these other kind of reggae stuff, that's if you cannot dance to it, that's not Hawaiian music to me. That's just the island music.
Island music, yeah, exactly.
But not Hawaiian music.
I agree.
We got Olelo inside there. Yeah, but if I can't dance to it, that's...
What about skanking? Is that
what is that?
Skanking.
What do I just saw somebody skanky walking down. Some skanky guy walking. I don't know what the skanky is, but okay. It sounds like stinky, but okay, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
These again, if you cannot dance to them, it's not. It's kind of it's hard for me to understand, and yeah,
okay.
Me basically, keep it Hawaiian and keep it entertaining, ba. That's the rules of hula. Keep it Hawaiian and keep it entertaining.
Yeah. But then some people say Hawaiian is traditional.
Yeah.
So it just depends on what your view of that is, right?
Yeah, Hawaiian is traditional.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Being Hawaiian that's the tradition. And if anything that anybody say about the different parts of hula, this and that, when it's no longer Hawaiian, then you cannot be a part of the tradition. When it's not Hawaiian, then we say that's when you stand up and say, That's not Hawaiian. And by not being Hawaiian, you cannot be a part of the tradition.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say that tomorrow, the next generation might get somebody who's real akamai that can connect the music of today to those kind of things. And we're going to have the same fight again because another generation has progressed farther than our ability.
Mm-hmm.
And at the present time, I'm not adequate to do that. I can only go to so far, and once it gets past that, I can do it. It's
Mm-hmm.
just I don't allow myself to get that far.
That's
But
good.
it's seemingly I'm far enough from the norm for them to go, oh, that brother's outside the box.
Do you like that?
I like trying to get back in the box, but the more they let me in.
they lock the
They all
door.
trying to get out. I'm trying to get in. He got stuck at the
They
door.
see you come in from the window. They're like, close the door.
No, I think Hawaii is quite passive aggressive.
Totally.
They
Oh
like,
my gosh.
oh, I love him. That kind of that. Turn around. It depends on different circles, and I'm well aware of it. Like,
I can imagine how the hula community is. It's probably so. I don't want to say give them like a bad like petty, but I know there's a lot of things like drama that goes on within the hula community.
I hear quite. I hear quite a lot, and but I also see that hula is this beautiful thing that we can use for everything. I mean, I see it here. You're trying to collect the community together. You're trying to get spirituality. You're trying to this and that other thing, and then they have a problem. It's not entertainment. What are you talking about? Not entertainment. Merrie Monarch is the highest level of hula, the highest level. I mean, we I heard this beautiful thing from Professor Taupori Tangaru. Beautiful, so akamai. I mean, these guys is so akamai, and how they say that hula used to be real simple because everybody knew the olelo. I mean, my God, that makes so much sense. And in that deliberation is a piece that's missing. Yeah, when we lived in a time bubble, hidden on the other side of the horizon. Yeah, as soon as that thing opened up to the world, that time bubble exploded. There's no way to keep us in that bubble. To say that we can go back there and make hula more simple by us learning more olelo is, to me, a total contrast of me going, the more olelo you know, the more complex you can make things, the more you can elaborate all these things. And it's a total different contrast. And in doing so, they often get a whole lot of people to learn real simple stuff altogether. My thing is, so because the olelo is important, and to demonstrate that, we're going to get 300 or 400 people to demonstrate that and come out and show you how by simplifying the motions and using the olelo, we can get it across. My question is the olelo impressive? The hula that you're doing with these 300 people impressive, or the amount of people that you have doing these motions, what's impressive? I see it because I see it. I don't see it. I don't see it as. I see it. The impressiveness is the amount of people that you can do. I said, but I do understand what you're saying, that the olelo is important. My thing is how you deliver that olelo is important. Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, olelo no eau states that ilea no ka hula i ka ho'opa. Yeah. Is the 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 hula is made, or the hula is made pleasant by the ho'opa. I said, is it the words that he's saying, or how he's saying the words that makes it pleasant to your ear?
I would say it's the latter. I mean, I think that's why a lot of people enjoy your music and your hula, because you have a very distinct voice and the way you do it. I mean, You did the soundtrack for Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah. And mahalo ke akua for that opportunity and you know, um it was exactly that, an
Yeah,
opportunity to and they asked. I wasn't the cultural advisor for that. Kuneva Mok was the cultural advisor, and when they asked him for, is there anybody different? I don't know what that meant, but
Mhm.
is there anybody else that's different from the norm that you're providing? Oh yeah, this is guy out there. Okay, um, yeah, um, to be honest, I don't know what is. A lot of times, don't know what people are saying because I don't have time to sit down and listen to all that kind of stuff. I'm just too busy doing what I'm doing,
Mhm.
whether hula or, yeah, just doing hula. I mean, that's the only things I do. I go home and study and then go hula class and practice.
Mhm.
That's it.
Yeah.
And so these kind of things and these opportunities that come up, I'm totally grateful for. And when people ask me, well, what do you think? I was, I, he wasn't paying me to think. He was just paying me for sing the song.